hallway light still flickers on, like it's waiting for you to come home. Your keys aren't hanging by the door, but I still listen for them on the floor. The walls have learned the sound of door, but I still listen for them on the floor. The walls have learned the sound of pain. The ceiling knows my sleepless nights. This house is full of memories, but none of them can hold me tight. I keep living with the pieces of a life that moved away. Ghosts don't pay rent, they only take up space. They sleep inside the memories and leave without a tray. Whisper your old name, never help me carry on. They only bring the rain. Ghosts don't pay rent, but they still live here every day. Your photograph is losing color, but your smile hasn't left my mind. The calendar keeps turning pages, but my heart is stuck behind. I tried to pack away the past, put every moment in a box, but love doesn't fit in cardboard, and grief doesn't need a lock. I thought empty rooms would heal me, but they only learned your shape. Ghosts don't pay rent, they just haunt the places we knew. They drink from old memories and leave me midnight. They follow me at dawn. They remind me of the person I was before you were gone. Ghosts don't pay rent, but they never truly leave. Maybe one day I'll open the windows, let the sunlight find these floors. Maybe I'll stop expecting footsteps coming back through that door. I'll thank the love that once was here, even if it couldn't stay. Some ghosts are just reminders of what mattered yesterday. Ghosts don't pay rent, but I know they'll fade someday. The rooms will hold new laughter, the shadows will lose your shape. I'll stop feeding all the memories that keep me trapped inside, because love was never meant to be a place where broken hearts hide. Ghosts don't pay rent, and someday I'll ask them to leave. The house will breathe again, the walls will learn the sun, and I'll finally understand not every ghost was meant to haunt. You said forever like it meant the morning, like the sunrise couldn't lose the sky. We built our future out of whispered hopes, never asking if they could survive. Now your picture gathers dust on the shelf, while the silence learns my name. While the silent how a single goodbye. Funny how a single goodbye can leave a lifetime changed. Some words don't disappear all at once, they fade like stars before the dawn. I'm living in the half-life of a promise, where you're always still echoes in these rooms. Every day it grows a little fainter, but it never leaves me, never fully moves. I'm holding pieces of tomorrow that yesterday could never keep. Love doesn't die in one heartbeat, it lingers in the half-life of a promise. It lingers in the half-life of a promise. I still reach across the bed at midnight, finding only empty sheets. Your side of the closet keeps its secrets, your favorite coat still waits for winter's freeze. The coffee cools before I drink it, your mug still sits beside my own. Even ordinary mornings alone, even ordinary mornings know what it means to be alone. Time keeps asking me to let you go, but memory keeps saying not yet. If I could gather every shattered vow, I'd build one more chance from the pieces. I'd choose your hand over Some promises are never broken. They just fade so slowly until you're standing in the silence, holding forever with empty hands. I still sweep the leaves from the front steps like you're coming home someday. I still check the driveway every evening, even though I know you've gone away. The flowers we planted keep growing, but the garden doesn't know you're gone. Funny how the world keeps moving when the heart is holding on. I tell myself I'm letting go, but my hands don't believe it yet. I'm leaving the porch light on for no one, burning through another lonely night. Waiting for a shadow at the doorway, waiting for a ghost that won't arrive, the love we used to know. I keep a little piece of forever in a place you'll never go, and it's the only thing that still feels like home. Your old jacket's in the closet, still holding on to your scent. I should have packed away the memories, but I don't know where they went. The neighbors stopped asking about you, the seasons stopped keeping track. But every time the night gets quiet, my heart still expects you back. They say hope is a beautiful thing, but sometimes it hurts to hold. I'm leaving the porch light on for no one, like a lighthouse for a lost goodbye. Calling out across the darkness to a ship that passed me by. I know you're somewhere moving on, but I'm still standing in the doorway where I forever disappeared and gone. If I could turn back the evening when you reached for the door, I'd say all the things I swallowed, I'd love you a little more. I wanted to waste another second trying to prove I was right. I'd just hold you in the silence and never let go that night. I'm leaving the porch light on for no one, but maybe one day I'll turn in. But because I've learned enough, the house will find its laughter, the walls heal somehow. Stop waiting for tomorrow. I'm leaving the porch light on for no one until my heart finds its way home. So if you ever pass this old street, it was just another Tuesday morning, the kind nobody writes about. Coffee cooling by the window, a quiet house, a quiet doubt. The world was moving like it always did, cars passing in the rain. But something in the air felt different, like love had whispered your name. No thunder, no goodbye, no moment we could blame. Just a little less of you each day, until nothing stayed the same. These are muted tones on a Tuesday, colors fading into gray. The kind of hurt that doesn't scream, it just quietly stays. I still hear your voice in the hallway, still see your shadow in the room. But the brightest parts of yesterday are disappearing too soon. These are muted tones on a Tuesday, the day my heart learned how to lose. Your name still sits in my phone book, like a door I shouldn't open anymore. I write the words I want to send you, then watch them disappear once more. The songs we love sound different, the streets don't feel the same. Even the places we were happiest carry a little pain. Some endings don't arrive with anger, some just slowly fade away. These are muted tones on a Tuesday, a memory losing its sound, a love that once filled every corner now barely makes a sound. I keep looking for the moment where we slip beyond repair, but maybe some things disappears before we're ready to care. If I could borrow one more hour, I wouldn't ask you to stay. I'd sit beside you, quiet your face, because someday I'll forget the details, the little things I knew. But I'll always remember how it felt to love you. These are muted tones on a Tuesday, but maybe gray skies move on. I'll keep the love we created, not the pain that pulled us apart. Some people leave our lives, but never leave our hearts. These are muted tones on a Tuesday, a soft goodbye to who we were. The coffee gets cold, the rain fades away. Rain writes your name across my windshield, then washes every letter away. The city's wearing borrowed colors, trying to hide another broken day. Your empty seat keeps staring at me, like it still believes you'll climb inside, like it still believes you'll climb inside. But every traffic light turns red for the love we left behind. The streets remember every step we took, even when your footprints disappear. Neon bleeding into asphalt, like our hearts into the night. Every color runs together till I can't tell wrong from right. I'm chasing reflections in puddles, trying to hold what slipped away. But love dissolves like city lights when the dawn turns night to gray. Now it's just neon bleeding into asphalt, and me calling your name. The diner where we dreamed forever has closed its doors before the dawn. Our favorite booth still lives inside me, though every trace of us is gone. I wear your memory like a jacket that's too heavy for the spring. Some goodbyes never leave your shoulders, they become the weight of everything. If I could gather every raindrop, I'd spell come home across the sky, because daylight only proves the truth. You're somewhere I can never reach, so I keep talking to the silence while the silence answers me. Neon bleeding into asphalt, painting tears the streets can't hide. Every mile keeps pulling forward, but my soul stays by your side. The city wakes without us like we never loved at all. Still I see a ghost in every window, every shadow, every wall. Neon bleeding into asphalt, that's all that's left of us. When the rain finally stops, the lights will fade. We used to dance without a rhythm, two hearts beating like one song. We didn't need a perfect moment, we just knew where we belonged. We just knew where we belonged. But somewhere between the laughter and the words we left unsaid, your heart started moving forward while mine stayed where we met. I was holding on to yesterday. I was holding on to yesterday. You were chasing after tomorrow. We were out of sync and out of time. Two hands reaching for the same goodbye. I was counting every second, you were letting every moment die, but we couldn't find the way. I was trying to keep the music, you were walking from the stage. We were out of sync and out of time. A perfect song played at the wrong time. I still hear your voice in places where the silence feels too loud. I still look for you in strangers when I'm lost inside a crowd. You were the home I built my dreams in, the answer to my prayers. But a heart can lose its direction. You were when two people care. Maybe we weren't broken, maybe we just lost the beat. We were out of sync and out of time, like a clock that couldn't realign. I was waiting for forever, you were waiting for the final sign. We held and hold on to us. We had every reason to stay together. We were out of sync and out of time. Two hearts missing the same line. If I could rewind the seasons, I'd meet you a little closer. I'd hold a little longer your hand. I'd tell you that the quiet moments can be beautiful in their design. I'll carry on and give back chances. It only teaches what we lost. We were out of sync and out of time. We were out of sync and out of time. Out of sync, we were the best song, but never out of memory. I keep old letters in a wooden box, holding words that time forgot. Your handwriting still knows my name, even though nothing else remains. The pages curl, the ink turns pale, like little pieces of a love that failed. I place my memories underneath the light, trying to keep them from leaving tonight. But some things were never meant to stay, no matter tightly we hold them in place. I use paperweights for fleeting thoughts, trying to stop the things I lost. Every dream, every word, every trace of you feels like a page I can't undo. But the wind keeps turning what time forgot, even beneath my paperweights for fleeting thoughts. Your photograph rests beside my bed, 1,000 things we never said. I trace the edges, I trace the past, wondering how something beautiful couldn't last. The room still carries your perfume, a ghost that walks from wall to room. I chase the echoes after midnight falls, trying to hear you through these silent halls. The heart is a place that doesn't obey. It keeps what the hands can't make stay. I use paperweights for fleeting thoughts, to hold the pieces that midnight call. Every prong keep collecting what time erases, old conversations, forgotten faces. But love is a river that won't be stopped, no matter how many paperweights I've got. If memories were made of stone, maybe I wouldn't feel so alone. If yesterday could learn to breathe, maybe you'd come back to me. But the past is only borrowed air, a beautiful ghost that isn't there. And the hardest truth I've ever known is some things leave even when they're held close. I use paperweights for fleeting thoughts, but they still escape the knots. The letters fade, the seasons change, the heart remembers but can't remain. I'll let the wind take what it needs, the broken words, the dying dreams, because love was never meant to be lost, only cherished before it was lost. So I'll leave the flowers on the table, let the memories rise and fall. Some thoughts are too fries and fall. Some thoughts are too fragile to hold forever, even with a weight on them all. We walked beneath the same blue sky, dreaming with the same two eyes, close enough to feel your heartbeat, too far to change our destiny. We shared the miles, we shared the rain, but love kept missing every train. Somewhere between hello and goodbye, we became strangers passing by. I reached for forever in your hands, I reached for forever in your hands, but forever had different plans. We're like parallel lines that never touch, close enough to break my heart, running side by side through all these years, never where the endings start. I can see you just beyond my reach, like a prayer the heavens never heard. We were written in the same story, just on different pages of the world. Parallel lines never touch, but they still travel together in my mind. I still hear your laughter in the wind, still find your shadow in crowded streets. Every face becomes a memory, every sunrise feels incomplete. Time moved on for everyone else, but mine still whispers your name. Some people leave with closing doors, you stayed behind in every room. We're like parallel lines that never touch, living in almost in what could have been. Every dream still points toward you, even though I know it can't begin again. Maybe somewhere beyond tomorrow, we grew old without letting go. I still carries every promise that arrived a little restars. I fold another lonely night away that arrived a little too late. Though the distance never closes and forever never came, I'll keep loving you in silence without asking love to change. Parallel lines never touch, yet somehow they've always belonged to the same horizon. If you ever look back at the road we couldn't cross, know them where beside your journey mine is still running quietly, faithfully, just out of reach, like parallel lines that never touch. The bookmarks where you left it, halfway through our favorite page. I keep pretending I don't know how the story slips away. Your coffee ring is on the cover, your laughter laughs between the lines. Every chapter still remembers when your hand was holding mine. I thought love was a novel that forever couldn't end. I'm rereading the final paragraph, searching for the words I must have missed. Maybe they ended with a kiss, but every page keeps telling what my heart won't understand. Some stories end with silence, not the ending that we planned. So I keep rereading the final paragraph, hoping it will change. The corners of the pages soften every time I turn them back. I've memorized each comma, every pause, every crack. The ink hasn't changed its meaning, but I read it differently now. Loss has its own language, and I'm fluent somehow. The hardest words to read are the ones that can't be rerouted. final paragraph, looking for a doorway left unlocked, some hidden line that says you'll call, some forgotten promise not yet lost. Instead I find the saying goodbye waiting where it always has. Time can't edit what was written, it only teaches us to last. If I could write one page between the ending and the end, I'd fill it with ordinary moments, your hand in mine again, not miracles or grand confessions, no. Because now I know the smallest moments were the ones that brought you near. I'm rewriting the final paragraph, though every tear has blurred the ink. I finally see the truth we missed. Love isn't measured by its length, it's measured by the lives it changes. And though I couldn't keep your heart, I'm grateful that you came. So I close the book with trembling hands, not because I've forgotten you. I keep replaying the night we changed, the moment love began to break, searching through the smallest details for the choice we didn't make. The pictures show us smiling, the kind of smile that used to shine. But somewhere underneath the laughter, there was a crack forming in time. I keep going back to find the place where forever lost its way. I'm rewinding to the fault line, back to where we started falling apart, looking for the first small fracture that split my heart from your heart. If I could pause the breaking moment, if I could turn the hands of time, I'd hold you before the earthquake. But I'm only rewinding to a fault line. I remember every conversation, every silence, every sign, the words we swallowed out of anger, the tears we hid behind our pride. We were standing on a mountain, thinking we were made of stone, never knowing even strong foundations can crumble when they're left alone. Some endings start as whispers, long before the goodbye. I'm rewinding to the fault line, where the distance first appeared, tracing all the little moments that brought us here. I keep searching for the answer, for the reason we let go. But some storms are born inside us, and some rivers choose to flow. If I could return to that second, before the damage was done, I'd score, to remember why we begun. I'd trade every empty victory, every one more night beside you, before we became the end. I'm rewinding to the fault line, but the past won't change its shape. The cracks are part of the story. I still love the way we were, I still miss the life we, but some earthquakes leave behind them only pieces of me and you. So I'll stop rewinding to the fault line. The ground remembers every step, the sky rim breaking and the silence after all, because they were beautiful.